Hey there, gorgeous friend. Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie, and we are checking in with your energies, Pisces. Oh, we do have Mars moving into Cancer, another water sign energy around the home front. Definitely could drive and motivate and push things forward in a sense of I don't know, something that you wanted to explore. Could be a build up too of some interesting way forward, connection, talk, conversation. But I feel like there's a surge in energy. Mars energy, yeah, just strengthen moving forward, making stuff happen, someone leading, someone even taking back a little bit control around the home front and around the connections to do with that. So I do talk more about it in the energy update. So if that's something that you want to connect into and you're new here, you're welcome to join the Soulvine Collective. It's a second link below. All right, let's just see what's going on. Pisces. What's the major energies? Let's get guidance for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Just remember, this is general and timeless, friend. Okay. Spiritual strength, recognition and reward, firm foundation. Let's just get one more. Wow. And movement, choices, decisions. So this is Pentacles energy. And you got 2, 3, 4. Don't know if you can hear Clover in the background. 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Okay. And spiritual strength. So right now, there's something that you're potentially working towards, or Spirit's acknowledging here what you're working towards right now. This is like asking you to keep pushing forward, to keep in tune with your higher self of some goal or some mission or something that you've been wanting to achieve. This is what the spiritual strength's asking you for. I feel some of you are kind of, and take this as a visual that I'm getting through so I can explain it to you, and then you can, take that to your situation and how it may resonate. But I feel like someone's making progress, but as they're making progress, they're kind of looking back. It's like waiting for someone or a situation to, I don't know if it's necessarily to repair, but it's just like, I'm trying to explain the energy that's coming off what I'm seeing, because it's like a feminine energy is kind of looking back, but as she's looking back, it's kind of like, you did this, like, you now need to see me walk away. You now need to see me where I'm going. You now need to see me that in my hurt, in my disappointment, in my loss, like, as much as I didn't want this, I know I've got to keep moving forward. I know I've got to keep moving forward. But it's like the feminine energy is doing it with, I don't really want to be going this way, but I know that's what I've got to do for myself. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. I wish I could show you the expression on the face that is coming on through. So yeah, it just interesting energy is what I'm seeing. So I think wherever you're going right now, Spirit's asking you to stay on that track. This could be related to a relationship. It could be a job. It could be a friendship. There's something here. It's like someone has forced your hand in some way, but it's also like empowering you to make the steps that you're making, but it's also not something exactly that you potentially right now want to be doing, but you know you have to do. And that's the kind of energy I'm getting. And when it's coming into the feminine energy, I'm talking about the sense, I mean, while it did look like a feminine energy, it's more so like the vulnerability and I think the call, right? It's like you're feeling called and pulled to go a certain direction. And that's kind of what this energy is following. Because with this recognition, reward, firm foundation, movement, choices, decisions, this is kind of the confirmation that comes with it of wanting to build, and grow in a certain new place. Okay. Recognition and reward is coming together with people, but it's also to this stepping into a role of leadership, stepping into a role of trusting that what you've learned along the way, your experiences, your insight, make a powerful difference to whatever that you're building on next. So don't forget the power in that. Don't forget that you have all those tools available to you, and to be able to grow. And I think it's interesting, the more that you have conversations, Pisces, and connect with people and open up in a collaborative sense, right? I think there's people and situations that you'll connect to, and when you share your story and when you share your insights, and there's this back and fro energy with people, a group. I feel like it's a smaller group, not like a massive group, but like as you're connecting with people, I think what's going to happen here is certain things are going to open up. And you get to kind of figure out where you're meant to be in certain situations with certain people, like I said, with certain groups, friends, family, workplace, whatever it is. But the way that you're being seen, there's just a lot of like, wow, I didn't know about this about Pisces. There's something that's opening up. And I think that vulnerability is like a huge piece to this, that people realize, holy, like you're pretty wise. Like, wow, you've actually been through these situations. You're very articulate. You're very connected. You're very smart. Like that's the energy that I'm getting here. And what's really cool about wherever you're building and wherever you're growing and being seen right now, it's also allowing you to know where you want to land. This firm foundation is related to the root chakra. The root chakra is a lot around our stability, around our money. I'm hearing gravy train. I don't know why that word's coming up. Too funny. So there must be something here that is kind of ready to give. So I really do like that. But you do have movement and choices. So that's like the Two of Pentacles energy. So something here, it's like, do I go this way? Do I go that way? What do I do with this? Where is your focus? Where are you feeling called? What are you putting energy into? And is that your core focus right now, right? Because where you spend your time and money shows you what matters to you. But if you have a goal or purpose or something that you're working towards and you're not putting energy into it, it's something to pay attention to. Is that person or situation draining you? Are you being called to redirect, refocus? I don't know. There's something there to acknowledge, Pisces. All right, let's dive in a little bit deeper and see what else Spirit has. The sage is burning pretty hardcore today. All right. What else do we need to know? Spiritual strength. Four of Wands, the Fool, Four of Pentacles. Okay. And it's interesting. Like I said, that there's something here that you're potentially being asked to go towards and even walk away from. But like I said, I can see you looking back a little bit. Excuse me. Okay. I just want to get a few more here. Oh. Seven of Wands. The Emperor. I mean, the energy is just kind of confirming the things that I've been saying. One more. Thank you, Spirit. Ace of Cups. Okay, nice. So I'm gathering here right now. There's kind of a connection maybe, or a path or journey. You've got to discern which one is your story that you're being asked not to give up on right now. It's like you're almost reached that point of that tipping point of success. It's like you're almost coming to completion with something here. But I do feel like someone's contemplating going back to something and taking a risk. I'm not sure what that risk is about. We'll unpack it a little bit more, but I can kind of see that. And maybe that's why I keep seeing this imagery of someone turning back, looking back. Like, are you coming to get me? Are you going to kind of, Are you really going to let me go this way? That's the kind of energy that I'm getting. Yeah, are you going to let me go? That's kind of what I'm getting here. But I think it's interesting you got the Four of Pentacles again showing up here with the Seven of Wands, the Emperor, and the Ace of Cups. Because whatever that you're building upon, there seems to be, wherever you've been and where you're going today, it just seems like there's a new path or journey that you're being called upon. And whatever this is a place where you get to build upon things that you've already acquired, already gained, already experienced. And it doesn't mean that these aren't new experiences. It just means that there's so much insight and worldly knowledge and wisdom that you have that you can really apply it to this lifetime, this chapter, this season of your life. And I think quite a big one here with this Seven of Wands is that there's something here that may be challenging you. There's something here that may be, again, I'm getting like a block, and I'm not sure what this block is, but it could be, the ask, the self, giving yourself permission to take charge in something here, Pisces. I do want to unpack it more because there's definitely a new beginning here around a connection, around a relationship, around a significant figure, especially with the Emperor energy here. There's something just not making sense, though, about what's going on here. Let me dive in more. Four of Wands, what do we need to know? Three of Wands. It's interesting. Got 3 and 4 again. 3 and 4. So something's evolving. The Fool. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I do wonder for some of you if there is a journey or a path or some connection that you're feeling called to step into or deepen or join forces with, participate with. Again, I don't know if this is love, business, friendship, but there's something that you seem to be looking at or wanting to work on here. It's like though you're trying to also, it's like you're trying to do some calculation around it though as well. What does this look like in the future? What, It's like you want to trust it, but I'm just getting like a little undertone of there's a little funny undertone here. Let me get one more. 3 of Wands. Whoa. Okay, I'm just going to take the one that we have here. The Creator. Now, if you remember when I mentioned this energy the other day, or maybe it came out in the extended, I can't recall, but sometimes, when you're doing this work, you're just channeling through and then I don't know half the time what has actually been said unless I rewatch a video, but that doesn't happen very often. But the Creator energy is one about understanding the signs that you're given to make. Sorry, I realized that wasn't in shot. The Creator energy is, okay, that's so funny. Okay. I don't know, Spirit's kind of talking right now. There's like just a bit of chatter. It sounds like there's someone actually quite frustrated. For some people or for someone here, I feel like the best way to explain it is being barked at. there's someone frustrated. There's someone here that is, it just seems a little bit controlling, but being talked at is the way to explain this. Someone's being talked at. I don't know where that's just like a side thing that's just come in from my left-hand side. So that's interesting. I don't know what that message is for or about, but someone is being talked at. And that could be around the work front. And that could be a sign here too. Like if you're in a situation right now that you're excited because of the opportunity, you're excited because of the creativity, you're excited of the possibility of something. Sometimes, yes, we may be close to what we're seeking, what we want, but sometimes too is that we need that stepping stone to get somewhere, but it may not be where we're meant to stay and land. And the creative energy is kind of like that. It's shifting things. It's making things happen. Even though sometimes it's not exactly where we want to be, it's not exactly what we're after the fact, mind you. We think we want to be there, but then when we get there, it's like, okay, I've got this and I've got that, but this is actually really horrible. Like you might have gone to a job, for example, it's the dream job, but then your boss is an absolute jerk, as example. And then it's like, well, what do I do with this? Maybe that's a catalyst to get you to this next level of something. Maybe start your own business. Maybe start looking at, well, if I can score this, I know I can excel and exceed elsewhere. Maybe it's that one connection, that one idea, something of that nature. And that's what I feel that this energy is talking about. It could be something that you're feeling called and led to do and go towards, but okay. Like I said, that person who's walking away, it's like, you're walking away, but you're also walking towards somewhere, this Four of Wands. That's where you're actually walking towards, but you may not realize that's what you're walking towards, okay? And a part of that, it's like, I don't really want to go that direction right now because you can't see what's there, okay? You can't see what's there. So you're trying to look, you're trying to be like excited, and probably you are in some regard, excited for where you're going next, but you can't see what it's looking like just yet. You just know. But a part of it, it's a calling. It's like you're meant to be going this way. So whatever's kind of broken down, whatever hasn't worked out, the spiritual strength is being required of you to keep moving in that direction because something had to complete for something to begin. And I feel like this is part of it. And it's asking you like, it's kind of the full energy is also like trust in the process. This is a new cycle, a new time, a new season. And I think that's just something, very much around that you're being asked to go, hey, so let's dive in a little more and see what else we need to know. Yeah, I feel like you're going to take your time a little bit. And then you got Temperance energy. So I feel you're going to take your time a little bit, or whatever's coming towards you has been a bit slow moving. You may have noticed you've made some significant change over the last year, but maybe you haven't felt like your financial goals or your career or something of that nature just hasn't taken off the way that you have wanted to. So it's been a slow start, but this slow start, you've taken like just a wonderful step for you, even in perhaps the challenges. I think there's something really wonderful here that you're doing, and whatever you're building upon, like the universe is working with you with this Temperance energy, okay? A part of it is for your own growth, for your own proof of how powerful you are, that you can do these things. And the season right now, this new moon energy, it's also that reminder too of what is possible. This Pluto moving into Capricorn is also that reminder that if you didn't go through these things, and I do feel a lot is around money, it's around our resources, it's around access to things, it's around our status and growth. And I think there's a lot you had to learn, and it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. You've had some wonderful moments. You've had some inspiring moments. I think you've had some hardships as well, Pisces, since 2008. I mean, we did have one of the largest financial crises in US history. So it's interesting. There's just a lot of chatter is what I'm hearing. Like, it's like a lot of people want something to say. I'm not sure what that's about, but that's what I'm hearing. A lot of people have something to say. What do we need to know about the Emperor? Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles has been coming out a lot, and I do feel this is you stepping into your expansion, financial expansion. And then the Ace of Wands. Wow, 2 aces. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of chatter going on. I can see someone being super protective of what they're building, but you're also being asked to, again, which is kind of supporting the spiritual strength with this 7 of Wands, is be okay to stand up for yourself, for what you need to do. Only you can do that, Pisces. Only you have the power of that, okay, in terms of pushing forward. But what I can see is there's something here you need to break through. Some fear. I think I said yesterday too, it's like you make progress, and then you hit a wall. It's not that you see the wall, but subconsciously you're doing something that you just stop, or you procrastinate, or you get distracted and find something else shiny to focus on. And I feel like this time you got to do it differently. This is part of the lesson. This is part of the path and the journey. And once you do that, it's going to build momentum, and it's a cycle for anyone, I mean, we're all kind of built differently, but it's a common cycle, scientifically proven, psychologically proven, that when you're making progress, most people get to this place and they just stop. And a lot of the time it can be due to fear of success, imposter syndrome, this part of self-worth, part of some belief system that has been programmed at some point in your life. The worry of the success, but there's also the worry of the failure. What if I don't make it? Or what if, one day, once upon a time, someone told you something that challenged your way of being, right? Because this is a pretty significant move, whatever you're taking here now, whatever leap, whatever step. And I think that's what you're being asked for, is like you need to grab it and really take charge in this. This is talking about law and order. And I think this is like not literal law. I'm taking this like, I don't even know what the law is, but the law of, you know how they talk about Murphy's Law and law of gravity and law of whatever, that type of law, the science behind it, that's the law that I feel it's saying. Take charge, do what you got to do to break through that barrier and take charge and figure out the steps that you need to take to do what you need to do, because that's what's going to lead to the success. That's what's going to allow you to push through. And these new beginnings that end up showing up are going to help you to be really clear on the choices that you want to make. But I think a part of it is there's a bit of a financial barrier or financial story, I think, that also comes up for you, which then impacts your potential confidence or your courage to go do something. Whether it could be asking for a raise or going for a new job and asking for what you want. There's something here about asking or putting yourself out there for something that just I think you keep hitting against. And it's like, imagine that you do it. What's the worst thing? You get a no. Like I said, with this creator energy, then, okay, well, I know this path that I'm going down with a person, with a career, with a goal, with a purpose, whatever that might be for you. I know what it looks like. I'm kind of putting it out there. I've got this vision of what it looks like. Even though I don't really know, I know it's something that I can grab onto. I can pursue. That's what this is. The 3 of Wands is usually then in pursuit after the plans, after the partnerships coming together. It's like, hey, we're going now. We've made a deal. We're coming together. We're going down this path. Whether, again, singularly or togetherness, that's really up to you. But I feel like no matter what, we're never doing this journey alone. As much as we may think, there's always people along our path and journey. And I feel like once you take that leap on trusting in it, there's a part of this that you've still got things to learn, to break through, to grow, and you're being challenged in a new way. you didn't stay where you were for a reason, because Spirit's trying to redirect you to this newness, to this new chapter, to this new path. But you've still got something to learn about the power of yourself. And that's what this energy is about right now. The power of you, and recognizing all that you have within you, that you can do it this time. Because for some of you, you've probably had a goal, a dream, a project that's been going on for 10 years or 20 years. And you just, yep, that's a big goal of mine. That's a big dream of mine. Maybe it's something you've been talking about, writing a book, I don't know, building a house, buying a certain house, going on a certain holiday, achieving a certain milestone in your career, whatever it is, there's something. And I feel like it's like been there for so long. And now it's like, you want it, you got it, but you've got to be willing to do what you got to do. And it's not doing what you've been doing every other time. It's pushing that. Oh, it's saying elastic heart. Interesting. I think of Sia, because that's a song, Elastic Heart. So, yeah, just check that song, if that has any resemblance for anyone. Well, there's a lot there. Spirit's got a lot to say right now. Let me get a few more just to see where these new beginnings are going, because got a random card here. What's this random card? I got Temperance again. Okay. So that's something's working. Something's working it right now. And I just want to let you know as well, if you want to book in a private reading, I have just opened it. But to get access to it is through the Soul Collective. The Soul Collective is a membership that I have. There is free entry into the membership, and then there's paid versions, or I should say versions or upgrades that you can invest in to support your journey. We do have ones that are extended and bonus only, and then we have other ones as well. But to get access, and I've got a really beautiful offer right now because of the solar eclipse in Pisces. I want to give you, can you believe it? Third time, Temperance. Number 14. I don't know if that has any resemblance for anyone. 5, change. Yeah, if you want to get access to that, join the Soul Collective. I'll put another post out in the group. It's the second link below. Once you register there, I'll send you the details on how to get inside, because there's energy updates and everything else in there. I think I've spoken about that before, but yeah, see, this is you, something balancing out, but your willingness to walk away from something that isn't serving you, okay? And trusting that something is working out for you here. That's part of this new beginning. 2 of Wands, I told you, the plans. And then it's the execution. King of Cups. Wheel of Fortune, yeah. There's something beautiful on the other side here with these new beginnings that are coming on in. 5, full Page of Wands, yeah. You've had to walk away from something that just wasn't serving you. There was something that I feel or has been in conflict for you. And I did hear, like I said, I did hear the way that someone communicates with you or talks to you or talks down to you or talks at you. There's something in your life that's doing that. But this is not a one-off. This is something that I think is persistent, that you've just learned to either block out, not engage, or just, you shut down because that's the only way you know how to cope. That is not healthy for you at all. And I feel you're being asked right now there's something here to maybe that you've got to have a conversation about with this Page of Wands. Maybe it's time to take a pretty solid chance on yourself here, Pisces, to have the conversation that you need to have. It might hurt them, but quite frankly, you're not doing it to hurt them. You're doing it for self-preservation and to follow your goals. Because I think there's something in your life that you're in right now where you're not truly meant to be, and Spirit's shifting that, okay? There's something greater, deeper, more meaningful ready for you, waiting for you. Something here that just hasn't been fulfilling you. You're being asked to walk away because something else is being manufactured from a spiritual sense, like the universal sense, to support what's next. And that's where it's like there's new plans here for you. This could be related to love. I think a lot of you, this is related to something that is meaningful, has purpose behind it, that you're feeling quite connected to or called to. So it could be love, could be business, could be career, but you've got to be willing to, there's something you've got to communicate. And I know it's a risk, but there's a payoff here. Let me get that for you, okay? Queen of Pentacles again. Let me get the other card. Yeah. Oh. This is your hard work paying off. This is your hard work paying off. There's something here about your position in a situation. And with this Eight of Pentacles, it's kind of like you're willing to do the work. That's what I like, Pisces. You're willing to do the work. You're willing to show up. You're willing to learn. You're willing to be mentored. You're willing to be coached. And maybe that's what you're also doing for other people. But ultimately, to hold this space for yourself, you've got to be willing to also show up in that space for self, right? And I think there's some conversation that you need to have with someone who is a little bit confrontational, a little, like I said, there's someone I think in your ear that you kind of need to get rid of in your life. I don't know who that is or what that's about, but it's really, they're very there. I'm going to leave that with you, Pisces. I hope that's been supportive. I know there was a lot of information that was coming through right now, but you've got some really cool path that you're going on or going down. And it's something that's being divinely supported here, okay? So please trust in that. And I know sometimes it's not easy to let go of certain things. And sometimes we want that person or that situation to apologize, to catch us, to keep us there, but you know that that's not going to fulfill you. You know that there's something more powerful that you're being led to build, to create, and it's bigger than just you. There's something that you're getting to enter into, whether it's the greatest love of your life, the greatest career of your life, the greatest thing that you've been wanting to do for your heart, your soul. That's what's kind of being pulled right now. So yeah, have fun on the adventure. I'll speak to you soon. Bye now.